It's weird. Hello, and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle, and I'm doing a reading for fire signs today. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius in all placements. It is timeless and general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. My camera is being weird. Hang on one second. Something's weird. It's just, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Let's see what's going on for fire signs. I'm gonna put some prosperity dust on the table. And pick a couple of angel cards. Acceptance. This angel here is at a doorway that says welcome above it. I just sneezed right before this started, so I'm a little sniffly at the moment. Oh, we've got the dreaded P word, patience. The angel is knitting, or yeah, looks like knitting needles. My glasses. Yeah, knitting. Could have something to do, this acceptance is around the fact that you need to be patient with something. Something is taking time to complete. I do not knit. I crochet. Crochet is way easier. Knitting is very precise and it's very small and it takes a long time. And you have to be very diligent and you have to be very focused and you have to count and do all the things. But oh my gosh, if you are a knitter, like it's worth it. And there's something very meditative about doing it, and what you can create is amazing. There's also something here around waiting to be accepted, needing to have patience to get the green light, to get the how do you say, like, the invitation. It's like you've kind of applied for something and now you're waiting. And it might take a minute to get the response back or something. But I love this with the angel standing at the doorway with the welcome sign, because I feel like whatever this is that you're needing to be patient about is it's it's good. It's leading you where you want to go. Hey, Lioness Kitty Cat is here. Our favorite Leo in the house. Okay, something is so weird about this camera. I'm sorry. I don't know. Oh, I see. I just figured something out. There. There we go. Okay, good. All situated now. Okay, so going with the wisdom of the oracle. This is interesting. So we get the Y card, 31. This came up in reverse for air signs yesterday. First card out, too. Chaos and conflict, 33. And serendipity in reverse, number 18. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this speaks to you having to flex that patience muscle. Um you're kind of being forced. Forced, muscled. I'm getting into having to understand a situation, understand why something has happened here. Um, what, hang on a second. Let me just look in my book here real quick. Okay. Motives, driving intention, the power of knowing the why. Yes. Okay. But it is upright, which is good. So it feels like you are processing. You're figuring out why something has happened here, why you were given a situation that felt initially like it was the thing, it was the jackpot, you like everything lined up and you're so excited about it, and it didn't work out. And there's all this chaos and conflict around what happened in your own mind, within a dynamic itself. It's like you're really having to do some kind of deep dive here and examine why you want something in the first place. I don't know if you can hear that. We have a little bit of confirmation there. Um, yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a different way to say this, but I think for now that's kind of what I'm picking up. So let me go with heart's hidden secrets. We have this zebra here that has the skin of a giraffe, but all the giraffe parts are coming off in pieces. You're seeing underneath. You're seeing somebody's true colors, escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Family, fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy. Oops. Clarity, truth, intentions, and honesty. Well, you or the person you have been dealing with has left the room, has left the scene because of this chaos and conflict here. It's like this is somebody that you consider family. It could be a romantic partner with this parenthood and pregnancy, or it could be it's just yeah, it's someone you consider family or considered family. And there's a distancing, pushing away. Whether you're doing this to them, they're doing this to you. It's related to this chaos and conflict. And there's this clarity here. I feel like this is you getting really clear. My light situation is still not good. Um, Getting really clear on why why this is all happening, why you felt the need to block, to escape, to get away, or why this person did. And you're being really honest with yourself. You're understanding or coming to an understanding that what happened here, it was meant to help you discover some kind of motive, some kind of your reason for being in a situation or for um, attracting this kind of situation, whatever this was. And understand in like by answering that the whys, it's giving you clarity. You're gaining clarity within yourself about what it is you actually do want. Maybe you didn't really have a sense of that before, or you thought you knew, and now you just have a fuller understanding. Um, Maybe even what you want has changed since you've been in this situation. And this whole process takes patience because oftentimes doing the shadow work, doing that deep dive, going within, asking the questions, it's not a quick thing that happens. It's yeah, it does. It takes time and patience. So, um, let me go with the Osho Zen Tarot. Consciousness, the Ace of Clouds. Yeah, see, that's clarity right there. Uh-huh. Seven of Fire, stress. This is such an interesting image. Monkey down there about to pop the bubble. Um, Moment to moment. This is the Two of Rainbows. And I think this came up for the, pretty sure it came up for the weekly collective reading. I did a couple days ago. This is this is kind of this is a part of this patience. This is you coming to this clarity with this consciousness. You're having this new kind of awareness, this new understanding of who you are in relation to the world around you. There's the third eye is lit up here. It's like you're tuning into your intuition. You're you're tapping in with your sixth sense to something that was causing you a fair amount of stress. Uh, and in a way, it feels like someone you were trying to do all the things. You're trying to juggle all the things and be all the things and manage all the things. And whoever you were dealing with here was like kind of just watching it all happen and like, let me pop that bubble. It's like someone who doesn't have the best of intentions, who kind of possibly thrives on chaos and conflict. And this has put you in this new place within yourself, this new understanding, because this is sandwiched between consciousness and moment to moment, and you're seeing things in a new way, and you're recognizing while you were in this stressed out place, maybe you're still there, but I don't know, like I feel like you're coming to this place where you're like, I wasn't in the moment here. I was focused on everything else but being in the moment. And here, this is a very peaceful, calm energy. It's it's knowing that your peace can basically only be found within the present moment, and that taking care of yourself, dropping all the things, and just focusing on your balance alone is what's required right now. Yeah, it's all about that balance, especially if that bubble did get popped. And I feel like this is speaking to this escaping. Whatever's going on here, you're like, I can't deal with this anymore. I feel like this is you escaping some kind of situation that just was taking everything out of you. And once you leave the scene and you drop everything, you leave everything behind, you're like, I've got the clothes on my back and I'm going to move forward, but I'm going to focus on each step. I'm going to flex my patience muscle. It it does kind of require a lot of patience to practice being in the moment, because that is not it, it's not something that comes naturally to us usually. So okay. Let me go with the guides of the hidden realms. Well, that's interesting. This came up yesterday too for air signs: love and partnership, collaboration, intimacy, and power dynamics. Number 12. Every word has power: education, power of persuasion, communication, internal dialogue. 27. And 27 breaks down to a 9. So does serendipity. I feel like you are understanding that you're getting an education in partnership. What it means to be in a healthy partnership, what it means to collaborate and be on the same page. I kind of get the feeling like your motives have changed, your desires have changed, what you want at a fundamental level is changing, has changed, because okay, so we have a lot of red here. Red is the color of the base chakra, which is partly about safety and stability. Um, and this is you're realizing that that is something that is really important to you. You didn't have that here. It's like, if you even look, this guy standing on the red bubble, um, but it's about to pop. Somebody here was threatening. Either they threatened and it didn't happen, or they did pop that bubble and took away your feeling of safety. And kitty confirmation. And so I feel like there's this communication that you're having with yourself. Maybe you're communicating with this person. It's possible. This power dynamics here makes me think of this chaos and conflict. Your communication may simply be, I am not doing this anymore. Goodbye. um Power of persuasion. I feel like you're in the process of talking yourself through this situation that you've been through. It's like you're coming to terms with it. You're having an internal dialogue with yourself, coming to some truths, being very honest with yourself, and setting new intentions for what it is that you actually want in a partnership. Any kind of partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic. Like I said, it could be family, Yeah, it could be anybody. Knowing you want somebody who has your back, who's not going to always you threaten to pop that bubble when you're trying so hard to show up in all the ways. You need support. You need someone who's like, let me give you a solid surface to stand on, not some round bubble that you can slip off of or can easily be popped, right? Enough for now and always. You are enough. Worthiness, faith in needs being met. See, this is where you are coming to. And isn't it interesting how the red is kind of that red coral is growing up out of what looks like the third eye? And we've got third eye, third eye shining here in both of these. And this is all tied to your intuition, um, accepting your situation, accepting yourself, accepting things, accepting the truth. um, it's like you're finally waking up to your own worthiness. That you are enough just being you. You don't have to do all this. You don't have to tie yourself in knots and try to be all the things. In partnership, there needs to be equal give and take. There needs to be reciprocity. If you're juggling something over here, someone needs to be juggling something over here. It's, yeah, right? Like you're understanding this in a whole new way. And this is all tied to this learning to be in the moment, regaining your balance. Both of these guys are on one foot, but it's such a different type of energy. So, yeah, I like where this is going. Very, very much. I really want to get some cards from the Elemental Oracle. There's Cora. Good morning. Good morning. Happy new job in the morning. I hope it's good so far. Is it a new job or is it the same job but different time? Got West and Completion, number 4. Ah, yeah, see? 31 breaks down to a 4 as well. So there is you're completing a cycle by examining your motives, your whys. This is very good. You're getting that piece of the puzzle that you've really been needing. And there's the kind of this picture of a brain behind. Like there's new synapses being formed within your mind around, like, yeah, around what it is you deserve. Yeah. Oh, it's a new one. Good. I hope it's good. And then we have North and Expansion, number 1. See? Yeah, and number 1 is about new beginnings, finding your true north, expanding in a whole new direction. And we see there's this kind of holographic image here. And this is why it requires patience, because you're like the architect. This came up in a reading I did for someone recently, where you you need to think about and plan what you build before you begin building. And this is a whole new direction you're going in. And this is an expansion of yourself because you're stepping into your power and you're saying, I know my worth now. And that's changing how you see things, it's changing your decisions. And there's so much peace here. Here comes Kitty. And then, one of my favorite words ever, magic and alchemy, 43. you are you are discovering your magic. You could be deciding to get into like energy work of some kind using your hands, or maybe you're getting, yeah, that done on you, things like reiki, or other types of modalities like that. Um and and you are becoming an alchemist yourself of energy. There's a wing here. It's like you're discovering your wings. It's you're realizing you're a shapeshifter, or you've gained that ability. You're in the process of gaining that ability. I'm reading a book series right now where the main character um, gains the ability to grow wings at will, um, through being a shapeshifter, and yeah, it makes me think it's very cool. Anyway, she learns to fly and all the things. Anyway, there's one wing. So again, this is why there's patience that's required. Patience, because you you need to put your energy into fleshing out something new, a new idea, a new understanding, and then focus on building that. This is the building part of it. But it's like there's magic that's involved in it. Serendipity, I talk about as being one of the things that is like, it's real world magic, is what I call it. And it's that it's something that happens. Things line up so perfectly and it feels like magic. Um, and it happens to everybody, or synchronicity. And you can't deny that there's something special about it. So let's just call it magic, yeah? Like I feel like that's where you're at. You're like, "Oh, like you're really tapped in. Oh, and we have Charlie here now. Hi, sweet girl." So, this is great. This is such a huge glow up. I love that word. um okay, so from here, where am I going? I feel like I want some tarot. I do. I do. I'm going with the good tarot. All right. I'm going to have to shuffle on you. I don't think she minds as much as Kitty does. We'll see how long she lasts. Shuffling. I know. I'm so sorry. Oops. Sorry. 9 of water. Here's your wish fulfillment. Getting the treasures. All the treasures that were eluding you before, that you thought you had. You thought you had hit the jackpot before and then it didn't. And then you realized, no, this isn't. But it's like having gone through that, having changed your perspective, your trajectory, now you've been taken to the actual jackpot. Diamond, giant diamond right there. And diamonds are formed under pressure. You had to go through this in order to get to this point. 5 of earth. Yeah. Yeah, this is a part of the why. You are realizing the it's about illusion. It's about believing the uh like the the false, how do I say it? Believing in scarcity. Um which is not who you actually are. It's something, it's like a lie that you bought into. Usually it comes from family in the first place, right? And 2 of fire. The giraffe again. Isn't that interesting? But a true giraffe this time. I feel like you are overcoming some kind of mindset having to do with your lack of self-worth, that you only deserved deep down. This is subconscious stuff that's slowly coming to the surface, where you felt that you didn't deserve more than this, more than this. Maybe that's what you saw your parents doing or dealing with, or somehow there was something in you that felt like I have to work for it and I have to settle for whatever I get because that's all I'm going to get. And it's like now you're coming to this new understanding of like, oh, and it's been tough. It's kind of weighed you down, but you're also being led out of the darkness. We see this figure here on the back of the giraffe, kind of looking kind of tired, looking kind of like, ugh. But the giraffe is holding the light. It's like you have been led to or are being led to this wish fulfillment, and you're understanding now what that it was your own programming that kept you from it in the first place. And so you're working that out. You're seeing the illusion and you're letting the universe guide you in a new direction. This is about making a choice. This is about knowing there are other directions to go in. You don't have to settle. You never have to settle. But if you it's that thing where we go, well, I don't know if there's something better coming along. And I better just take what I can get because I don't want to be patient. I I need to take what I can get right now. It's that scarcity mindset. And like because of your this self-worth, you coming into this feeling this energy of feeling really good about yourself, accepting yourself, you're like, oh, it's perfectly fine if I wait, if I don't settle for this, because there's something down the road that is going to fit. And it's like it's recognizing the universe has your back. And it's also recognizing that, like, what you want can't be kept from you, except by you. That's the caveat there. And so there's this whole shift, this whole energetic mindset shift. Anyway, okay, yes. Where are we? Um, I'm going to get some cards from the Gateway of Light activation. Taken for a ride. That's right. Yeah, you are being guided, you are being carried after a difficult situation. Ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, and boundaries. See, I kind of knew this card was going to come out. Healing the lineage. See, you picked up some stuff from childhood, this unworthiness, this not enoughness, and you're understanding, like you're setting new healthy boundaries where you weren't able to before. There was never anything wrong with you. You just didn't know what you didn't know. You were doing what you thought was right. And so this karmic release, You're closing out, you're completing a karmic cycle. It's amazing. And the fire, woo, and look at the fire there. The fire is being released. It's like this fire, your natural fire that's been suppressed is like finally like, whoa. It's it's like you're harnessing it, but it's also there is definitely a feeling of release here. Seraphim's gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support. See, yes, we have the divine support here, and we have the voice activation, which is that communication. God, sorry, it is so this light. It's terrible. Um, angelic attunement. I feel like that's this and there you may have an angel or many working with you, reminding you of your own angelicness. Is that a word? Um, that you're as humans, we tend to think as of the spirit world as other. It's outside of me. The angels are outside of me, but actually you are a part of that energy. You are angelic. You just needed to remember that. And this angelic attunement is like angels working with you, helping you to remember who you are and helping you to get to the point where you can, this voice activation, you can speak your truth. You can finally set those healthy boundaries because of knowing your own worth, accepting yourself. Halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. Yep. There's been a lot of learning going on here. Yes. Yeah. This is one of the tougher lessons, which tells me that, you you're more advanced. When you start out in kindergarten, you get very easy things to work on. By the time you get to college, graduate school, whatever, you get the hard stuff. You got to really work on things, but you get so much more out of it, and you're equipped typically with the tools you need to get through those lessons. And the spirit guides, you've got that guidance, and you're understanding that now. You're being carried. You've been being carried all along. So, all right. Yeah, going with the Moonology deck. So empowering, this reading. I just love it. I do. Conclusions are within reach. There it is, full moon eclipse, which I believe the next one is coming in March. Believe in the impossible. Yes. And, that word impossible right there, you break it down, it looks like I'm possible. Something you thought was impossible is actually within reach. And it's something having to do with your own magic, discovering your magic. Something's going to feel like a miracle here, but it's like you coming to the understanding that it's you were the only thing standing in your own way. You were creating the limitations, and now you're like, oh, like anything's possible. Adjustments are required. Well, that's exactly it. You're shifting your mindset. You're adjusting your attitude about what's possible. And through this self-worth, you're like, "Oh, I don't have to settle. I can be patient. I can sit here and work on my knitting, and eventually I'm going to create this beautiful thing, whatever you're working on. It takes a little time. It's all right. You stay diligent. You find the joy in doing the thing to get the result you want, and you overcome these illusions, these sense of not enoughness. None of that is impossible. Maybe even those things alone felt impossible to you. But oh my gosh, you're turning everything around. You're taking back your power in such a like peaceful, sweet way. There's no fighting here. You're like finally going with the flow. There's no trying anymore. Now you're just like, okay, what do I have right in front of me? What's the very next step? That's all I need to focus on. Going with the Radical Abundance deck, we've got fun. This showed up for air signs too. Yeah. Yeah, this is you have like getting into that energy of like, out of the stress. This doesn't help anybody. Oh, and we've got some how do I turn that off? We've got some confirmation there too. Get out of the stress and just doing what you love. Instead of, trying to balance on one foot, how you can balance on your hand. Need some strength to do that. And variety, that's amazing. This showed up for air signs too. That may be a reading for you as well. Variety of experiences, variety of different types of people in your life, everyone coexisting. We've got a giraffe again. I don't something about a giraffe. We've had the giraffe show up 3 times here. I don't know if that's your spirit animal. You might look that up. Um, a variety of fun as well. There's a lot that you enjoy doing that you have had to put on the back burner. And this is all about like just following the joy and the inspiration and the what excitement. Like what do I feel like doing today? What do I feel like doing right now? And I think yesterday I brought up Abraham Hicks, and uh, Abraham Hicks talks about the vortex, being in the vortex, following. It's like going, following the joy in every moment. In every moment, what do you want to do now? What do you want to do now? What do you want to do now? And yes, there are things that you need to do, but there are ways to make them more fun. And there's a lot of letting go of what you have to do versus what you want to do. You don't have to do nearly as much as you've been told you have to. Yeah, and recovery. We've got a squirrel with an acorn. We've got a bird and its little nest of eggs, which requires patience for those eggs to hatch. They will hatch when they're ready. The recovery time takes a while after you've been through a very stressful time. But You know, you chop a tree down, takes a while for, to take that acorn and plant a new tree, and plant the acorn and have a new tree grow. But that's exactly what you're doing, and I feel like, we have the tree here as well. You Maybe this is a part of what you're building. Building, growing is a new tree for yourself, a new home. Maybe you're moving to a new place, a place where you can grow, rebuild, regrow, something like this. Um, but it's all in the name of fun, enjoying yourself, being in a community where you feel supported, and that variety. It's like understanding that variety is so important because it helps you to grow in different ways. So anyway, let me finish. Yeah, I need to finish. Let me go with the finish with the chakra card. Not chakra card. What am I saying? Rune card. Yay. I'm so glad it resonates for you guys. That's awesome. Ah, yeah, we have Nauthies. This is a part of that recovery. You have been through something so difficult. You have experienced some pretty serious loss here. But what's left is what's most important. Family, community, life. Oh, and I opened right to it. Oh, I love that. The appearance of this rune suggests that someone or something is currently not meeting your needs or is hindering your chances of fulfillment. The rune is associated with the ancient Nordic need fire, a sacred fire that ancient tribes would light during times of hardship, such as poverty, war, disease, or famine. It is possible that you are having a tough time materially or emotionally. You may feel depleted and frustrated and unable to move forward because of these limitations. But it is during times of challenge and hardship that we learn and grow the most. The card is urging you to stay patient. There it is. Stay patient and not allow self pity or bitterness to get the better of you. And that's what this Five of Earth talks about. There may be delays, but the hard times will pass and there is light ahead. Indeed, sometimes challenges and hardships are absolutely the best way to strengthen our resolve and help us focus on what truly matters in our lives, which, you know, is your worthiness. That's what truly matters. You being your most awesome self, you just are. And this is about knowing that, and also having connections that are supportive, and you don't have to settle for anything less. It's like this acceptance is all about going to those doors that are I can't even hold it, that are welcoming. There's no point in waiting for anything anything where you don't feel accepted. And eventually you're going to get there. If you're not there yet, you're going to get there. Just have the patience and focus on yourself, your recovery, have some fun. Fun is a big one here. Do the things you enjoy, and know that you are the magic you seek. You are the answer. You have everything within you to create this new life if you haven't gotten there yet, but I feel like you're really close. So, anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if you feel like it.